'cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Memphis Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. And guys, for the Grizzlies, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. And you look around the league, many teams in the South can struggle with attendance. That has not been the case in Memphis, though, fellas.
You know, the basketball capital of the South. Memphis is a hoop city. And guess what? The barbecue on Beale Street is delicious.
Wow, the barbecue capital of the South.
What kind of barbecue do you get when you go? Is it chicken? Is it ribs? Is it Brunswick stew?
I get chickens. I get ribs.
Chickens.
Not just one.
Oh, you get multiple chickens.
I get chickens, I get beef, and I get the brontosaurus.
Okay.
The brontosaurus.
Just think about that big, Ernie.
Oh, wow.
Think about that big, Ernie.
Okay.
You can't eat it by yourself.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they had the
Is
brontosaurus.
that what Wilma gets too, and Barney and Betty? Good.
Well, Memphis, the capital of the South in basketball.
Basketball capital of the South.
You know,
I don't know if the folks in Atlanta are going to be wild about Memphis getting that.
But the Grizzlies, they fit just fine. We like them.
Yeah. Oh, that does it for us.
Yes.
Kevin Harlan with a call. We'll see you a bit later.
Wilma!
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The crowd is assembled here at the FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis, Tennessee, looking for a Grizzlies victory. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So for the Grizzlies, their last game, a win against the Suns in Phoenix.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably one or two possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's the first meeting of the year between these teams, so he told me today is mainly a feeling out process, trying to identify strengths and weaknesses. We'll see how quickly they get a feel for this opponent. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Hey, Brent, the season about halfway through, some teams really starting to sag. How bad do you have to be at this point to start thinking about rebuilding going into next year?
Well, I don't know. It's a bit tenuous, Kevin. Do you start talking about rebuilding or just giving guys on your roster now an opportunity to experience some NBA play, giving them high-level competition? You know, some of the players may be going to Summer League. They want to have a bit of confidence going to Vegas or to Orlando to expand their game. So maybe not so much about a rebuild as it is about gaining experience at the close of the season.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's George in at the small forward position. Now, here's Jokic. Outside for George. Jokic against Gasol. Jokic, no good. On defense, the Nuggets, they put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And, you know, it wasn't just that they got stops, it was the way they got stops. Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, after a while, it just felt like they were demoralizing the opponent It affected them mentally, and they took advantage.
And George, here we go. The kick out to Oladipo. And again, Denver, no good. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Harris. Here's Rose. Basket is good, the assist from Harris. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside for George. Millsap passes to Jokic. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Hits it from three-point range.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Holmes has a screen. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rose. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix. James outside. Over in the corner, Gasol. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Jokic a screen. And Oladipo kicks to Jokic. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Jokic grabs the miss.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Here's Rose. Paul George making his last shot. Offside Gasol. There's the screen. The Grizzlies with another miss. Denver in the lead. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
You got to get in front of Oladipo, or else you're going to see things like that. We don't mind.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. James kicks to Gasol to halt the run. Good on the shot.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Now here's Murray. He's covered by Rose. And Gasol sends it back. And they get it back. Oladipo outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. George has got his second bucket. The Grizzlies trail by 3. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
Yeah, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Parsons checked in for Rashawn Holmes. C.J. Miles comes in for James. Lamb is checked in for Harris. And Baldwin subbed in for Rose. Now here's Gasol. And he banks in the layup.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
For 3, Beasley. They grab their own miss. The 3, hands it from downtown. Beasley's got his first 3 points of the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
To the inside. Outside for Miles. From outside, off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Washington, covered by Parsons. Parsons with the rebound.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Nuggets, number 1.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
The free throw drops for Lamb. And Lamb drops them both.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Parsons against Brogdon. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Now here's Parsons. Looking for his first basket still in this one. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Denver leading by 4. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Brogdon the pass to Washington. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Pulls from the top of the key. Again, the Nuggets score.
Good decision to kick the ball out as the defense collapsed.
Baldwin. And no good. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations. And we asked him how he's dealing with all of them.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself, if I move the wrong way. When I'm out there, I have a free mind. I have no expectations on myself. I just know that I prepare myself well. There's no pressure.
Well, and Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is does he have the heart and drive.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their deep.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
We've got Baldwin. Chandler Parsons out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Baldwin. The Nuggets getting the bucket. There's the pick. We've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost. It's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
Holiday with the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And they continue to control the glass.
Brogdon with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And it's a 10-point Denver lead. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In other sports, the drafts have so many rounds, the scouts have a lot of work to do, but with only 2 rounds in the NBA draft, Brent, can the GM really just cover most of it?
I think the GMs, at least the smartest GMs, Kevin, have a great team behind them that gets out there, gathers as much information as possible, and does as much in terms of not only the play, but the player, the dynamics of the player, his characteristics, what he's about. To bring all that information to a general manager and present it to him before the draft, teams do a great job of targeting guys that they think are going to enhance their roster.
And now the international realm comes into play too.
Well, if I signed you up for my Mediterranean scouting service, Kevin, would you do it?
Yeah, I do it for free.
I'll see you over there.
And Denver has possession, following the score by Memphis. Got a piece of it. James outside. Pass to Gasol. The feed now to Rose. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Rose has got 6.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Oladipo dishes to Millsap. Rejected by Gasol. Holiday attacking. Double team on Holiday. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Gasol, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 4-point Nugget lead.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Jokic against Gasol. Shoots from the elbow. Another miss by Jokic.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Now here's Oladipo, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Pulls up on the wing. Gasol with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
Amazing to think about where Paul Millsap's game has come throughout the course of his career. I remember that the first season for him in Utah, just shooting 3 3-pointers. Now he's to the point where he's averaging close to about 250 throws from the 3-point line. So his skill at that forward spot on full display in today's NBA.
And here is Murray, following the 3-pointer by Derrick Rose. Here's Titov. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Marc Gasol. And Millsap has become vastly superior as a shooter and playmaker.
Well, coming into the league and being drafted by Utah, he was an effort player. Those efforts have paid off. First ever player, Kevin, to lead the NCAA in rebounding for 3 straight seasons at that size, and now one of the league's most coveted and skilled big men on both ends of the floor.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for James, and it's Gary Harris in for Justin Holiday. And a switcher also for Denver. Bell is checked in for Paul Millsap. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Rose kicks to Holmes. On the wing, Harris. And it's Memphis with another.
Oh, great ball movement there.
50 seconds left here in the second. Here's Murray. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. This is DeBell. That three off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Lamb, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Two shots, gentlemen.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Some changes for Memphis. C.J. Miles comes in for Marc Gasol, and Baldwin subbed in for Derrick Rose. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Here's Brogdon.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Yeah, and you're going to have to get up a quick shot to make that happen.
Lays it up off the glass. Brogdon's got his second bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Grizzlies have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. They set the pick. The three from George. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 7 points in the game.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Nuggets lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, how's it feel to be back on the floor again?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Good to see you back out here, Derek. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
Doesn't the Mississippi River look simply spectacular in the moonlight here tonight? Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Denver in the lead. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Victor Oladipo is out there with Murray. And it's George in at the three, the small forward.
Amazing screen set by Horford to help get his man the clean look.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. On the wing, Harris. They get the rebound. James. Good work defensively by Millsap.
Oh, and the D did not make that any easier. Can't fault the shooter for missing. That's a tough shot.
Murray, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside Rose. Kicks to James. Takes a 3. Good on the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Jokic a screen. Murray the pass to Jokic. It's deflected. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Holmes has a screen. From 10 feet out. And it's Rose missing.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
Oladipo dishes to Murray. Jokic with his screen on Rose. Just 4 to shoot. Murray kicks to Jokic. Another miss by Jokic.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Parsons checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Jones checked in for the Nuggets. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Rose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Brent, so often we talk about star power in the NBA. Who are some of the guys flying under the radar that could soon become that star power, that household name?
Well, I think Indiana has an opportunity to hold on to a good one in Miles Turner, a center that just spent 1 year in college, has shown some signs of rapid improvement. And being in Indiana as a 5-man that can step out, shoot the mid-range jump shot, finish at the rim, handle the basketball. He is definitely a guy I have my eye on as taking the next step and being a star in this league.
And it's tied up with that one.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
And Memphis making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's Murray. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. He kicks to Jones. And Jones slams it in. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Grizzlies have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Washington's checked in for Paul Millsap. And so he makes both from the line.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
They set the pick. Murray kicks to Jones. He dishes it to Murray. To the paint, kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Memphis. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. The Grizzlies with another miss.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Here's Jones. He sinks the 11-footer. Jones has got 4 points this quarter. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Rose kicks to James. Rose passes to Gasol. Over Jones, and Jones sends it back. Outside, George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holiday gets the bucket.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And Justin Holiday, one of the many Holiday siblings to play hoops.
Well, he's worked hard to get here, Kevin. Went undrafted and came up through the D-League and is capable, a long wing defender who maybe with some nuance and some time put in can become more of a 3-and-D guy in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. Lamb comes in for Justin Holiday, and Baldwin subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's Baldwin. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Paul George with the steal. Williams with the ball. Gasol covering. The shot by Brogdon, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. A nice shot by Baldwin.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Williams a screen. Brogdon kicks to Williams. James against George. To the middle. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
A shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Brogdon. James kicks to Gasol. Over Williams. Good D by Williams. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And George, here we go. Beasley right side. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 5.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Baldwin the pass to Miles. Here's Baldwin. 43 seconds left in the third. Clock at 6. Here's Lamb. Buries it from 3-point range. Lamb's got 7.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Beasley for 3, and James pulls it down. James has got his 7th rebound here tonight. For 3, the three-pointer is right on target. James has got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Beasley outside. It's tipped. Gasol with the steal. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front, up 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Here's Baldwin. Jeremy Lamb out there with C.J. Miles. Then there's Harris. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Baldwin in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Lamb. Holmes, that's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Excellent D there from Beasley.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Count the basket. Jokic has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets.
Well, Jokic is simply outworking the defense right now around the basket.
Holmes, that's a screen. Baldwin kicks to Holmes. Harris against Beasley. Holmes, that's a screen. Here's the teardrop. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Memphis. And that one falls for Paul Millsap.
And Paul Millsap, a very versatile player, can shoot from anywhere, defend multiple positions. This guy just does it all.
Now here's Miles. Baldwin the pass to Harris. Holmes, that's a screen. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
Try to make as good a decision as you can every time you have the basketball, but that time he attacked without thinking too much.
Rose, he's checked in for Baldwin. Cross passes to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
There's a screen. Rose kicks to Harris. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Harris has got 4 points this quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now, here's Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Rose. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oladipo, the pass to Jokic. Here's cross. Denver keeping it alive, a new 24. Wide open look here for Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead. For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Marc Gasol's checked in for the Grizzlies. James comes in for Justin Holiday. And Denver with a change here too. George is checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He told the guys, I know you can do it. Make every possession count and watch how things go our way. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Harris with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Harris dishes to Rose. James outside. Rose in the post. He's covered by Murray. Rose gets the bucket.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
And Oladipo kicks to George. Millsap a screen on James. Here's George. They get it back. Millsap passes to Jokic. Nobody near George. That one's good from the corner. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Rose dishes to James. Fires from 14. No good on the shot. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Murray kicks to Oladipo. Jokic inside. He's up against Gasol. And that one, good. And it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
So nice for a coach to look at his center as a capable shooter. Jokic is just that.
James outside. From the baseline. That one wide left.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Now, here's George. After the Marc Gasol miss. Millsap a screen, and George, here we go.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Rose passes to James. Fires from the wing. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Gasol.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
Now, you bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Jokic kicks to Murray. And he makes good on the layup.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 8. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Harris. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Now here's Murray. Outside, George. And here is Murray. So the Nuggets win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
I can hear his head banging on the wall in the next room. I get the pillow and hope I don't wake him. For this man to hear it all in verbatim, telling me how to raise my boy unless he's taking over. I said, Pop, maybe when you're older. We